quick question. Is anyone still watching these Watchmen watching videos?
No.
I think we're building up a fan base. Just like this show. We are the Watchmen of THV11. It's like, man, what are these guys even talking about? It's weird, but I dig it. And I like it. I'm going to keep watching, and we're slowly building up that fan base. And we are also based on a graphic novel from the 80s. Yeah. Yep. This week, we get probably our most focused episode. A lot of these episodes, they bounce back and forth between different characters and different scenarios. And this week, we really just focus on two people. We focus on Laurie Blake, a.k.a. Silk Spectre, a.k.a. the comedian's daughter, a.k.a. Jean Smart. That's the actress who plays her. And she is an FBI agent who takes down vigilantes. And this is really her episode. This is kind of the introduction of the outside world into Tulsa, Oklahoma. A lot of things are going on. You got Regina King's character, Sister Knight. You got Tim Blake Nelson, who gets a little bit more screen time this week. And we know them, and we know what's going on in their world, but then we're getting this outside perspective from Laurie. She's coming in to investigate, and you kind of see kind of the politics behind everything and why, who decided that these cops are going to wear masks. You're getting to know the senator a little bit better. And it's framed in this conversation she's having with Dr. Manhattan, or a phone conversation. And I guess there's these crazy magic booths that can transport a message to Mars. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Manhattan, is telling him a joke throughout the whole episode. And each one kind of relates back to what's happening. This is where the world starts to bleed into Watchmen a lot. And then the other person you kind of focus on is Adrian Veidt again, who Jeremy Irons still just chewing the iron scenery. So yeah, Adrian Veidt, Jeremy Irons, is still just super weird. Like this week, last week he put on a play. This week, I don't know what he did to this dude, but I think he froze him. He just was like, hey dude, it's gonna be fine. He's putting on iron, like some medieval iron on him, and hey, you're good. Don't worry, you got oxygen back here. And it looks like he's gonna catapult the dude. But then it cuts to the next scene, guy's frozen, and then he just just stomps on him the whole time. He's like, I'm so angry, I'm Jeremy Irons. This episode was really, I think, gonna be, this is, not a lot happens, but not a lot is learned. We're just kind of seeing where Laurie is in her life, and kind of what she does, and how she kind of plays into this story, and her connection to Tulsa, really not Tulsa, but what's happening. There's even a mention of last week, Don Johnson, we opened up his closet, some racist stuff. Mm-hmm. And Laurie's like, hey, we checked his closet, there was a secret compartment, and they're like, well, how do you know that? He's like, well, my dad was murdered. Wink, wink. The next, I think there are maybe 10 episodes. HBO normally does about a 10 episode run, unless it's Game of Thrones, and you get 8, and then you get 6, and then your prequel gets canceled.
Because the creators don't know what the hell they're doing.
And they get kicked off Star Wars. Burn on Game of Thrones, people. No one watched you. No, but this, I think in the next few episodes, things are gonna speed up. We're gonna learn a lot more about what's really happening, why we're in Tulsa. Yeah, this was a very, there's some weird stuff in it, but it's very low key compared to what we've seen in the last few. Anyway, so yeah, Watchmen, it's still, this isn't my favorite episode, but I'm still on board, but I'm just ready. I'm ready for some more. I'm ready for some meat. I'm ready for Dr. Manhattan to show up, if he's gonna show up, because we got it. He's still there, guys. They didn't blatantly say he was on Mars, but he's still on Mars. Who do you think they got to play Dr. Manhattan?
If it's not Billy Crudup, I don't care.
Billy Crudup was so great in the movie. Watchmen, are you watching? Do you plan on watching? Are you like Michael, or are you really just, you want to watch the show, but you're just so caught up in watching these Watchmen videos with me that you're like, I don't need to watch anymore. He's painted a picture. I'm going to start calling these series the Watch Me. Yeah, just hashtag Watch Me.
Are you actually just watching yourself in the reflection of the TV watching Watchmen?
I'm actually not really head-on watching a TV. I've got a TV. It's pointed to a mirror. I'm looking at the mirror. So I still see myself watching Watchmen.
God.
Un esercito di prodi